This woodland means so much to me, to the people of Prehen, to our family. It's such a nice resource for people to come, and there's something very, very relaxing about coming to a woodland like this, especially at this time of the year when the bluebells are in full bloom and the actual woodland floor is completely carpeted. We have 3 children, and this was their adventure playground. It was a great resource in that way for families and for young people. 7 generations of our family have lived in the Prehen New Buildings area. My grandfather worked on the Prehen estate here for the Knox family at the end of the sort of 19th century. At that time, they owned 900 acres. It was said at one time there was so much woodland in this particular area, so many hundreds of acres of woodland, a red squirrel could travel from Derry to Strabane without touching the ground. And we're down now to about 16 acres. One of the last tracts of ancient woodland in Northern Ireland. One of the top 10 bluebell woodlands in the UK. We had one of the largest colonies of red squirrels. We have buzzards, we have sparrowhawks, badgers, foxes. The Woodland Trust now have taken over the majority of the woodland. Unfortunately, they didn't take all of it, and parts of the woodland are still under threat, and that's what we're actually fighting to save at the moment. Sir Henry Dowcra, 1603, when he was sent over here to actually establish the garrison town of Derry, the wood was actually taken from here, and it was reported that every stick of wood that was taken from this woodland had to be stoutly fought for. So the people were protecting the woodland then, and we're still trying to protect it even to this day. People say to me, why do you campaign? I campaign because somebody has to do it. Campaigning is not easy. The people who should be providing stewardship for areas of natural woodland, the natural heritage that we have, just do not seem to be doing that. And especially in Northern Ireland, we have very, very little protection especially for the natural environment. For some reason or other, it's right at the bottom of the list all the time. It's very, very difficult dealing with the planning authorities, the Northern Ireland Environment Agency, even our local politicians who make promises and then turn their backs when it comes to the crunch. We've been told that irrespective of the quality, the strength or the correctness of our submissions, a planner can decide whether to give it weight or not. And that's a very big problem. Every tree, every leaf of every tree is important to the well-being of everyone in our community. Trees serve a very real purpose in killing all the toxins in the air. We do a lot of educational work with young people as well, bringing them out to the woodland, learning about the environment, learning about the history of the area. And in doing that, you create that respect and that sense of ownership. With planners and all that sort, you have to have your proof and you have to have your facts. And we have maps of this ancient woodland going back 400 years. So the proof is there that yes, this is definitely an ancient woodland and worth saving and worth looking after. But when you're dealing with the authorities, make sure you have your facts together, make sure you do your submissions in the right way, and do things in a very business-like way and a dignified way. And if that doesn't work, you may have to take to the streets, you may have to get your placards out and do your very, very, what's called direct action campaigning. And sometimes that has to be done, and that at times can be very successful if it's done in the right way.